We would play hand and foot probably 4 nights a week, but we played for money. And then at the end of, if we had enough money to go out to dinner with the kitty money, then we would go out to dinner. But then the winners, which was usually me and Jim, would buy the losers t-shirts that said losers on them, and they would have to wear them to dinner.
I'm Jordan Tranquita, and I'm Jim Tranquita's grandson.
Hi, I'm Julie DeWitt, Jim Tranquita's daughter. He's the creator of Hand and Foot.
Hi, I'm Jerry Tranquita. I'm Jim Tranquita's wife. Well, his widow now, but oh my God. Jim and I met, we went to school together, but he was 3 years older than me. And I kind of, looked at him and stuff, but he wasn't in my league. Jim was a risk taker. He was just the most perfect person you'd ever want to meet. He was funny and handsome and
just perfect. He could do no wrong in my eyes. He was funny, he was smart, he was super kind.
He was a really wise man. Like, it was, I almost felt like he had some sort of deeper knowledge. And he had an answer for everything, and his advice was kind of king.
He was really funny and so nice, and he would always be playing games with us, and he would just be, he's not like just a normal papa. He's like the most funniest, nicest papa ever.
My dad created the game in 1987.
So in 1987 is when my papa invented the game, and it's from 1987, so it has to be great because that's when Dirty Dancing, The Princess Bride, and Nirvana debuted, so it has to be good.
When he played hand and foot, we played it a lot, and he said he's going to make this a better game. And he decided he was going to manufacture the game. And I said, "You're crazy. We don't have the means to do that." Well, he said, we're gonna do it. We're gonna make it. So he had a logo made, he had cards made, he had the box designed, and we sold horses, we sold the horse trailer. We put every dime we had into the game. And the game started off slow. I thought he was crazy. He would take it to flea markets, to craft shows. He ran an ad in the National Enquirer, believe it or not, and that's how we started selling the game.
People would call for him and want to be talking to him all the time, and he was so good to talk to about the game and stuff, and he was so funny about the game too.
When he had the rules made, it took him a long, long time, number one. It took him months to get the rule book printed, and worded just perfectly so that from 8 years old to seniors can play this game. And so he decided, well, what if people have a problem figuring out the rules? And he said, well, I'll just put my phone number and my name right on the rules, and then if they have a question, they can call me. And we did get lots and lots of calls.
We had a dispute, and I called him and he resolved it. I would come up and talk to the guy and his wife and that, and I would bring back a dozen games at a time back to Florida. I learned this 10 years ago.
It's been about 10 years for me as well.
Not quite that long, but quite a while. We have worn out a couple of decks.
Oh yeah.
He would be invited to go to Florida to play in their tournaments. In Florida, they would rent a hall, and they would buy probably 20 or 30 games, and the whole hall would play hand and foot. He always wanted to go there, but he never just had the chance to do it.
And I got a lot of my morals and stuff from my grandfather. I was a privilege to be his grandson.
We were together for 47 years.
My dad died 2 years ago, and the hand and foot orders kept coming in like any other day, and we just kept shipping them out like any other day, and before we knew it, they were all gone.
After he passed away, I had to take over, and I really didn't have any clue of what I was doing. I just went through the motions of packaging the game and not realizing that I was running out of stock. When I ran out of stock, I thought, oh my God, what am I going to do?
When we knew it was the last game, we put candy in there, and then we put a little note like, I love you, Papa, and then we closed it up.
I think my grandpa would probably definitely be ecstatic to see his card game like still going and still making it, because I know it showed like great progress at one time, and I think that even with like a younger generation, they could get into it, even at like a college scene or just like a game night with your buddies, because there's definitely like a lot of camaraderie from the game that you could have, and they could probably bring a lot of memories.
It's no question that what we're going to do. If we're all getting together, we know that the hand and foot cards are coming out. And we've even made jokes when we've gone to other functions. Somebody will say, well, did you bring the hand and foot cards? We could get in a couple of rounds at least.
Yeah. I love Pinochle, Euchre, a number of other cards, but without a doubt, hand and foot is number one.
All our friends in Florida play it, and they say, buy me 2 decks. Oh, my kids back in Pennsylvania, they want 3 decks. And I bring it down, and they pay me for it, then bring it back to other states.
My family got together and they decided we need to get a media company and get this game going again. So that's what I'm doing. I've ordered new cards. I've ordered new packaging, and we're going to get this game going in his memory, and I know that he would be so happy.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like my grandpa definitely had huge shoes to fill, but if anyone was going to fill them, that would be my grandma. They're both beautiful minds and have the family supporting them, so really anything is possible.
So my name is Nick. I'm Julie's cousin, and I'm part of the family. These people, the Tranquitas, are some of the best people I've ever met in my life. And so I wanted to set up a Kickstarter for them to get the game going again. We really want Jim's legacy to live on, and we want to get hand and foot into everybody's hands. But we need your help. So I've set up this Kickstarter to get the word out and to get a bunch of pre-orders in so we can make our first big order and get an inventory in stock. So right now, if you donate, for every $20 that you donate, you'll get 1 copy of the game. And there's also some other really cool incentives that we have on the site. So if you could just go over to the Kickstarter and give a few dollars or give a bunch of dollars, we would really appreciate it. We only have 30 days to reach our goal, and so donate now.